So he says that he wants to be with you, but he can't. And you're trying to figure out if that's true or not, or how to really just get yourself out of this loop. And I am here to help you with that. Welcome back. I am Kanisha, and I am here to share with you on if you're going through something with your divine masculine, really getting the truth about their perception and just really what they are moving through and what they perceive and their perspective on your union. If you're feeling like they want to be with you, you can sense it, you're seeing the signs, but yet they just keep giving you excuses on why they can't. And so we're going to jump into that. So this is something that I've had to work through quite a bit within my union, and it can feel very daunting and it can feel very confusing with the back and forth energy. One minute your divine masculine is showing interest. They're almost treating you as if they're dating you, but then they pull away, they get cold, and you're like, what is happening? So we're going to jump right into that. Make sure that you have a pen and paper. That way you can move through your inner work, the comfort of your own home at your own time, and really spend some time moving through your feelings that come up for you. The first thing that came up for me when I was really healing this energy of feeling like my twin flame wanted to be with me, but then wasn't, was ultimately having to look at the upset of not feeling wanted. And when I started to sit with this energy, there was this very deep, wounded part of myself that felt unwanted, especially by the divine masculine. Now, this didn't just stem from my divine masculine alone. It actually stemmed from my childhood and having an absent father in that space, and ultimately not feeling wanted by the masculine. And this was now coming up and technically is being projected onto my twin flame, my divine counterpart. And his job is to mirror back to me where I'm out of alignment. And so by mirroring back to me, not technically wanting to be with me, even though at his core he does, he had to show me where I was holding on to this belief, this misalignment. Once I healed it at the core and let it go, that really started to shift, and I wasn't looking to him to validate that he wanted me. I was already giving that to myself. So there is one right there. The second thing that you'll really want to focus on is the hot and cold behavior that you're getting from your divine masculine. One minute it seems like they really want to be with you. The next minute it seems like they don't. And in the truth, in the core of your union, they do want to be with you. But again, they have to mirror to you where you may not want to be with yourself. So they're reflecting to you in this place where you're being hot and cold with yourself. It could be hot and cold with commitment with yourself, hot and cold in your thought process, and just your thoughts and feelings about wanting to be with them and them being with you, to then, oh, they don't want to be with me and I'm not enough and I'm not important, I'm not a priority. So if you're going back and forth in your feelings with that, you're also going to see them reflect hot and cold behavior. Ultimately, you heal that by just choosing to go all in with yourself, choosing to fully commit to you at the core, commit to your creator, commit to your life purpose, commit to living the best life that you could possibly live, knowing that as you make that core choice, so do they, and they will meet you there. Now, the perspective of the divine masculine. This is really important. Your divine masculine absolutely adores you above anyone else, and there's no one else that they desire to truly be with other than their divine feminine. Now, what I have learned from my divine masculine, we have had many conversations about this, is I recall one time I said, God keeps directing me back to you, and I'm upset because you don't want me. And he was just like, whoa, I have never once told you that I did not want you. I told you that I was not ready for a committed relationship, which he was mirroring to me, that I wasn't quite ready for a committed relationship. And he was like, and I also said that I just wasn't in the space to take on the responsibility that comes with this union. And when I really sat with that, I found that to be very mature. What he was ultimately saying is, I'm not able at this moment in time to give you the time, the energy, the love that you truly deserve. And so I'm not going to go all in and pretty much, excuse my language, but half-ass it when you deserve it all. And so he's respecting me by not even really giving me anything in that place, and really inviting me to receive that from God, receive that from within, receive that from source in the universe instead of trying to seek it from him. When I started to do that, he naturally started to relax into that place and give to me in that place. And I didn't have to look to him to give it to me. Ultimately, what your divine masculine is working through, what the men work through in this process, is feeling unworthy, feeling like they don't have enough to provide for you, feeling like you deserve absolutely more. And so they will tend to hide or to go kind of ghost on you or get a little cold because they're moving through feeling not enough, unworthy. It actually has nothing to do with you and everything to do with how they feel about themselves. So if you feel like you're not wanted by your divine masculine, it's because they are moving through their own process of not feeling enough to give to you or being able to provide for you. And so the way that you actually heal this is by letting them come to you. When you heal the core upset, they will naturally be attracted to you. I really had to work through this a year ago where I really desired a committed relationship with my twin flame, but he just kept telling me, no, I don't want a commitment. No, I'm not ready for that. No, that's a lot of responsibility. No, I'm just not in the place to be able to provide that for you. And so we had taken some time and kind of went our separate directions. And in that time, I really focused my attention and my energy on myself, on my union with God, on my life purpose, all the things that I wanted to accomplish and get done. But I really focused on my spiritual growth, doing my inner work, getting my mindset into a healthy place, really focused on the blocks and the thought process and the beliefs that I was holding on to that manifested the separation in the first place, because I really thought we were headed in a direction, but all of my insecurities and my fears started coming to the surface, and they started manifesting in ways that felt really uncomfortable. And ultimately, that is what your twin flame is going to do. They're going to bring up all these core fears and upsets. And that's why it's really important to have the mirror exercise mastered so that you can move through those things as they come up, and it doesn't result in having to go in separate ways. It actually results in coming closer together in your union. And so when I did take that space to heal, about a month or two later, my twin flame came back into my life. He was really focused on growing his life so that he could provide for me and our family, that he could be in a healthy space to do and be in the responsibility that he needed in order for this union to work. You have to remember your union is more than just a romantic relationship. You have a life purpose. You're meant to serve together. You're meant to help each other heal. You're meant to help each other ascend to in your relationship with God. It is way, 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 way more than just a romantic relationship. And so if you're seeking just someone to kiss and be with, you might want to feel deeper into why you really want your union. This is someone that you're meant to grow with and to live your life purpose with, and to ultimately help each other become the best versions of each other and of yourselves. And so that requires a lot of compassion and patience. And when you truly work on yourself, this allows your divine masculine to come to you, to be able to meet you in peace and in harmony, instead of trying to make things work in disharmony. If you need support, definitely check out Twin Flames Universe and find the Ascension coaches there. They're here to help you. So allow yourself to stop chasing him and stop trying to fix the problems on the outside. Also remember, the things that they are working through are not your problems to fix. One of the most important things I could have done in my union, and that really shifted things in my union, was I had to trust that my man was going to work through his problems, his issues, his upsets, his blocks. And I had to respect that his journey was his journey alone with God, and that God was going to help him move through those things. There are moments where God moves through me to help him in that space, but it wasn't my job to take on his problems or his upsets. It wasn't my job to fix anything. And actually, the way that I was able to help him was to feel my feelings about what he was moving through. When I did that, that actually helped him move through his feelings a lot quicker and move through the process a lot faster. without me having to intervene in any type of way. It's actually a really beautiful thing about twin flames is that you can just do your inner work and things will start to shift for the both of you. And so when you really take on full responsibility of just yourself, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, putting yourself as your main priority, you will see your divine masculine really start to do the same. Because remember, at the core, they want the same thing that you want. But their job is to mirror back to where you're out of alignment in that space so that you could clear it and you both can come into harmony in that place. I really found that this was helpful for me to recognize some of these things coming up for me in my own union around the time that we went to the workshop in Sedona. And at this time, I didn't know that this person was my twin flame, but I could see how God was inviting me to explore this connection. And at that time, I was like, no, this person's moving through way too many things. He's moving through heartbreak. He's moving through releasing a relationship and blah, 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 blah. But when I really sat with it after getting past all of that, I was like, no, this person actually is mirroring to me all of my upsets within my life at this moment in time. I was judging him. And ultimately, that was like repulsing that energy. It's a repulsing energy to judge your twin flame. Instead, I was able to reflect and see, oh, like he's showing me and mirroring to me what I'm moving through currently. And when I truly healed that, we actually came together and we had a really beautiful conversations about those things and actually helped each other go deeper in healing. And so it wasn't until I was at that workshop that something was said that really clicked to me, which was that it was really important to see your twin flame in their divine self and not their ego self. And when I started really working from that place, oh my goodness, the things that shifted in my union, because I wasn't seeing him as my enemy or as a separate from me. I was seeing him as one with me because I could see him from his divine self. So if you're needing more support, I highly recommend checking out the tickets for our Twin Flame Spiritual Life Summit. These are really transformative workshops that really help me start to click into place and really understand the oneness of my union. And there's going to be so many amazing opportunities to go deeper with your twin flame union at this workshop. It's going to be by far one of the most beautiful and best investments you can make in yourself and in your union. That's how I see it, is it's an investment in my union, and it always gives back to me tenfold. The breakthroughs that happen after every workshop has just been very profound. So I'm really looking forward to what that looks like for me. And I really am looking forward to having my twin flame there and introducing them to my beautiful community, my family, those who really understand me and who have been there through my journey as I've really moved through some really difficult times and processes through healing, because healing isn't always easy and it's not always fun, but it was absolutely worth it because it brings you to your ultimate life with your ultimate lover. So you'll definitely want to check out the tickets and just check out that event because you don't want to miss it. There's going to be many workshops about romance, about intimacy, how to harmonize with your twin flame, about your life purpose and abundance. And also there's going to be a twin flame wedding. You don't want to miss a twin flame wedding because it's one of the most sacred and beautiful things that you could be a part of. And so I'm really hoping that this video was able to bring you just some clarity on how to really heal that perspective that you're having about your divine masculine, feeling like they don't want you, but that is not the truth. They want everything to do with you. They want to do everything with you. And ultimately, you're able to really work through anything that comes up within your union. And I found that it's so important for me to have my community and my friends here within the community, because sometimes it can feel like a big upset. And because you're in the middle of it, you're not able to really see the bigger picture. Having a community and friends in the community can help you move through those things and really help you see that your twin flame is just loving you in this place, help you see the divinity within you and your union and your twin flame to help you move right through there and get to that place of love and in peace, because you deserve that. So remember that you don't have to work through these upsets on the outside. You work through them on the inside. Your divine masculine wants the same thing as you. They want to be with you, but they have to mirror back to you, where either you don't want to be with yourself and you're not committing to yourself, where you're having hot and cold behavior within yourself, and ultimately where you are not seeing that they're also moving through their process of not feeling unworthy or feeling enough or being able to feel like they can give enough to you. And how you heal that is by healing the worthiness block within you, healing feeling enough within you, and also investing in your union. When you invest in your union, guess what your twin flame, your divine counterpart, is going to do? They're going to invest in you and the union. So remember, you are one and you're meant to be in your union. If you need more support, definitely check out twinflamesuniverse.com. You will find the free 8 intro lessons there. Those are so good. Oh my gosh, they help you go so much deeper into your union just from the get-go. So definitely check that out. And then also check out the Ascension Coaches. They're here to help you work through any upset or block that could possibly come your way within your union, and it'll help you move through it so much quicker when you truly call in that support and really allowing yourself to be loved in that space. So I will see you guys again. You take care. Have a beautiful day.